Kind of love a game with an interesting concept. Wouldn't you agree?
Hey, my name's Shadow Steel, and you're watching Trackside. All aboard?
Alrighty, guys. So, as you can judge by that intro, we've got a very interesting little game for you today. At least in terms... What the fuck? Oh, okay. So, if you haven't guessed, we're playing a new game, in all seriousness, that I've started to kind of enjoy here for a little bit. So, this is called Rolling Lines. And, oops, I probably should not play that one just yet. We've been having memory issues with that. But I'm going to play around with rolling lines for a little bit. So, example of custom track. Custom trains. Oh, include example. Okay. So I'm still learning some of the basics for this route, or this game. But there's actually a lot of cute little things with this game. So it's built as a VR virtual model train sim kind of game. Literally model train simulator, because for one, you've got the ability to mess around with a lot of aspects. So if I press number 2, I pull out the DCC controllers. Press number 1, you pull out the track editing tool. Dump the trash bins and everything here. If you throw something in there, so let's go pick up, let's say here. I'll pick you up. If I click the button to drop it into the trash bin, it throws it away. Now, this game, of course, is still sort of being built up. As you can tell, one thing, this was actually part of a recent update, the Santa Fe locomotives and everything. A lot of the original locomotives that were available prior to this update were essentially just New Zealand locomotives. So if I go through here and just go, there we go. So this is kind of what you started out with locomotive-wise. And also another little cute little factor, the guy who's made this game, he also does like these little magazines for rolling lines based off the Model Railroader magazine that we have here in the States. So I wonder if this guy is if he's from the United States, or if he's like aware of like some of the US based railroads or US-based model railroading stuff, because a lot of people were asking for this, and it's actually quite fun. Now, there's one thing I do want to point out before we really get too far into this, and I'm going to go over this, and we'll kind of speed through this a little bit. So what I'm doing here is I'm walking away from this layout to another one. All the layouts are spawned in on the same world plane, so if you want to go to one layout or the other, you can just walk between them. There's no like real connection between them, but like there's no collision either for the player model, so you can actually walk between each layout. And the reason I'm going here is actually because of another little Easter egg, and I want to kind of show this off to you guys because by now people are aware of it. I just want to show off how to do it. So the locomotives that are available at first are, one of the locomotives available at first is the big boy here. Well, if you go into this main layout and then drop it about here, you get this. That's the Challenger. I'm going to pick him up, and what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our original layout. I've always been curious about that. And, yeah, there's our original layout. I like how it's separate from everybody else. That's interesting. And yeah, I'm going to actually show you some nice little feature of this game. So as I've mentioned before, that was the little Easter egg. It's not hard to do, really. But there's another Easter egg now that's giving you golden rail cars. I have no idea how that works, honestly. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to place the So one thing you have to do, so when you start the game, you have the choice of adding example locomotives. So or you don't have to. Well, I decided to remove the example locomotives just for my use anyway. I'm going to do. So if you hold spacebar, you can actually teleport to different areas rather than walking like I've been doing. So click that and click that. So now we have the tender. Now these locomotives can't operate without the tender, but it's that. Whoops. There we go. Now you can shove it with the E and Q keys. So I've shoved that into place. Now, I guess, you know what? Before we go any further with building our train, I do want to add one other thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on liveries. And you can see we got some other little liveries right here. The downloaded liveries are liveries I've downloaded from the Steam Workshop. These are all Steam Workshop liveries you can download and have fun with. So I'm going to go and look for one particular set that I've recently acquired that I really enjoy here. Okay. There we go. There's the Union Pacific B unit. So you click spawn, you got your locomotive. What we'll do here, I'll place him down about here. Whoops, not right. Let's move him then. Or better yet, let's just flip him. Whoops. So as you can see, I'm pushing him with just the keyboard and mouse. I'm not using any of the controls right now. So now we go back and spawn the other one. Place him down. And you flip him. And there you go. Now the B units are classified, I guess, as a rolling stock car, but you get what you can get, so. Oh, come on. Oh, whoa. I wasn't expecting to see this car. I forgot I downloaded this. I'm going to put him in the bin over here. Not exactly the bin, but you know what I mean. So people have been very awesome in designing all these custom liveries here. I got to admit, this is actually kind of cool on how they've been doing this. This is just insane about how much one can actually create. So that's the sleeper. That's the dome, and that's it. Huh. There's no passenger cars officially. Just a set of sleepers. So if I press shift, I should be able to just repeatedly spawn these guys in. And then, there we go. So we now have 3 cars connected here. And pressing R while the locomotive car's in your inventory hands basically just removes it, deletes it essentially. Whoops. That's dropping it. There we go. There you go. One other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spawn in the, there we go. So what I'm doing is I'm setting up a small train for us to drive. There we go. Whoopsie. That's not what I wanted. Oh well. Woo! Alright, so there you go. Whoopsie. Shit. Not what I wanted at all! There we go. So now that's our contest. Sorry, I haven't been talking too much. I'm trying to build this up as much as possible, so So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the Santa Fe locomotive. This is where things get interesting. Because the Santa Fe, if I remember right, it's going to be a much trickier set to deal with. Because I don't exactly know the setup for Santa Fe trains. I think it's an ABA set that they use. No, it's an ABBA. Let me double check if it's facing the right way. It's not. And then with you. Wait, no, never mind. We should be good to put in a few more cars now. Oh, this is a double decker. This is a this is one of their so-called yeah, I think I know what this is. Aha! That explains why we've been getting Superliner equipment now. Yeah! Need a couple of these guys. Three, four. Oops. What the fuck? Oh! That's a spray. How the fuck did I do that? You. I'm still having fun with this, honestly. I sprayed again. And then we're going to go grab our observation car. We should be good to go. What I'm doing is I'm just basically setting up a little screenshot, a title card, if you will, for our next big, for the video. So, pop that down there, and we're good to go. There we go. So now, here's the little thing that I wanted to show you guys real quick before we really get going. So I'm going to press Tab. As you see, we have an icon on screen. Now, you see that the icon has changed? Going into tab, out of tab, we're inside the cab of the locomotive. Signing off the lights and moving the locomotive. We're good to go. It's too bad we don't have the ability to sound a 14L, but damn, this is fun. So we go like that. And then if you press tab again, you can actually get outside the cab. And then from there, you can actually go into this locomotive. Do the same thing. And there we go. We have two trains now. Question is the layout set up properly? The routing set properly? So, as you can see, we do have a beautiful set of cars running around now. Question is... Okay, so he's going down the right path. I can actually send him down the southern path, too. So, That couldn't have been more perfectly timed. So that was the horn of this F7 unit that rolled by. And, yeah, the trains will randomly sound their horns if they're running on their own. Meetup coming up here. That's awesome. I forgot, I need to turn on the headlights here. That's cool. I love this. I love games like this where it becomes sort of hinted to of what you can do with these games. But yeah, this is actually kind of cool. So this game is $15. $15 for all this. And this is not even scratching the surface of what you can do. So I'm going to go over here real quick, like we did before. And if you haven't noticed, I have this section, your liveries. Notice something here? Elvenwood. And we have Elvenwood. I'm going to spawn this little guy in real quick. We're going to drag him over to where the Challenger is sitting now. Plop him down. We're going to get a good close look at this tender here, or this boxcar. Notice something about the naming there, the lettering? Yeah, this is one of mine. Now, I'm going to talk about this a little bit more in the repaint showcase, but this boxcar does have a real repaint counterpart you guys might be able to download eventually. This is the most scenic line in Tristane. Yep, that's right, Tristane. The Elvenwood and Southern. That was a little oh, I forgot about that. So this is supposed to be the Challenger. This is supposed to be the Challenger design. But for some reason, he did not remove one of the drivers for the Challenger. Just a big boy with smoke deflectors, essentially. I do love but at least he's a little bit more closely resembling the big boy. Gotta admit though, I love this little game because of how much there is to do in it already. This game, honestly, you can obviously run around the layout on foot like you do, but it's also giving you the opportunity, like, I can sit inside the van here and just watch the trains go by, or I can sit in here and wait for the train to roll by. What the fuck? Wait, you put the car on the wrong side of the road, sir. Well, actually, the steering wheel's on the wrong side of the car. Never mind. So this would be the driver's side, essentially. For us U.S. Americans, this would be the driver's side. But like I said, you walk around the layout, like, on foot. What the fuck? How's this? Okay. And there's actually a little photo mode as well for the game. So... And that's actually had to be toggled in the options when you go into a map. Oh, hello. But yeah, actually, what I'm going to do here real quick. This is actually going to be very... Yep, we're cutting it close here. Whatever. Kind of a shame, really. I only get a good shot of those two. You know what? I can... Sir! What are you doing here? Oh, what I'm going to do here right now... I'm actually going to send the Santa Fe down the other track. So if you click this, it flips the switch. I'm going to pull out my controller here real quick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a photo op here real quick. This is actually, again, I'm just messing around with this one layout. There's a ton of other layouts on the workshop and everything that you can mess around with. And it's just awesome with what people have created. There's a new feature now with the game, at least of this recording, called Quick Mod. And basically what it does is that you can actually spawn in a locomotive quickly and just, place it down on your layout. And they've done so much work with it that there's a ton of like little intricate little details to it. Like you. All right, slow her down a little bit, buddy. There we go. One thing I don't know yet is how some of the controls work. So I don't know if it's possible right now. Okay, hold on. Stop at the signal, buddy. There we go. It's facing the other direction, but oh well. So I got the two trains set up. So now I'm going to go whoop, whoop, through there. Oh, hello. Flip that back. I'm going to set up a freight contest here. Which means that I have to set up two of these. And get two sets. There we go. There we go. Moving back. Backing up. There we go. Woo! There's a freight contest. Now we can grab some box cars. There we go. There we go. So now I'm going to spawn in some more equipment through this mod system right here. So quite a bit already to deal with there. Jesus Christ. That's a tank car. That will work. Nah, never mind. Alright. Oh, wait. Go back. Southern Pacific, New York Central. There we go. Rio Grande. Reefer. Okay. What the hell? Oh, Monon. Norfolk Southern, empty. Western Maryland. Oof. That's not an FP45, but oh well. That would have been... Fuck it, we're putting it on there. Simmons Charger. Wait, what the fuck? Oh yeah, B&O, right. So I'm just basically setting up our contest, so I need to find something to give us a bit more... Whoops. There we go. Spawn a couple of these fuckers in. Now I've heard there's a bit of a bug with how long a contest can be. I'm going to try and test that out essentially. Before we kind of close this off. Whoopsie. Hey, get back there. Hey! Alright. I think we're getting too long there for even the layout. So, oops, wrong tool. Off you go, buddy. Basically what I'm going to do is set up the camera as such, roughly about there. And then what we're going to do is take a small screenshot. Actually, do about like so. There we go. This actually, again, this is a fun little game that I've always had, that I've always been having fun, that I've been having fun with for a long time now. So, just don't expect very many videos in this game just yet. There's not a lot for me to figure out just yet, but I have been having fun with it. Oh, hello, sir. There he is. There we go. Put that away. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to press the C key. There's our camera. And that, my friends, is our title card. So, oh, Jesus Christ! Well, yeah, that's, this is Rolling Lines, essentially. This is a model train simulator. I cannot highly recommend this any more than what we have now. Granted, there's still more and more content coming out, and you can actually click these and read them. You can actually read these little, things. And yes, we have, like, little things about little facts and everything like that. This, my friends, this game is worth $15. Hell, it's probably worth $20, $30 if you really want to go into the stuff. Repainting the freight cars is incredibly easy. They give you templates to repaint the equipment right off the bat. There's like nothing that essentially prevents you from repainting anything you want. You have a ton of access to almost anything you want. Like within just, and you can make a fictional route, you can make a realistic route, you can make the layout of your dreams. I made a post on one of my groups, Gamers Points. Gotta give this guy credit. Like, what do you do when you don't have the money to build the money or room to build a massive layout for your massive model train layout? Just get Rolling Lines. This is what this is. This is basically basically this is just what you do if you don't have the money, the space, or anything to really build your dream layout. This is basically, and granted, like if I go in here, there are some effects like these little details and everything all over the place. You can get an incredible looking layout essentially, but I digress. Maybe another time I'll show off some more content as time goes on. But as of right now, I don't have much to show off for this video. But like and comment down below. Subscribe if you guys want more. If you want more Rolling Lines, feel free to comment down below. I know one of my buddies has done, at least, is a mod and admin of another Rolling Line server that's with the developer himself, mind you. But yeah, this is one of those things that, yeah, if you guys want to see more content like this, feel free to comment down below, like and subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys in the very next video.